Hello, everyone. It's Dr. Kim Duramo. Welcome to Mind Body TV. I am always really excited to do these live broadcasts, and this week I am really inspired to share this healing breath work with you. It's funny because inspiration, we're going to be doing lots of inspiration in this session today for healing the body. I want to welcome first everyone who's joining live. I love hearing where you're tuning in from, or even something about yourself, or why you resonated with this work, or what's coming up for you today, if there's something that you're dealing with. What we're going to be doing in this work today with healing through the breath. The breath is a really, really powerful way to bring life force into the body, to bring clearing and cleansing through the body, physically, mentally, emotionally, energetically. Even if we just look at physical, how we bring oxygen into the cells and release carbon dioxide, it's assisting so much more than that, bringing in life and prana and energy and physical oxygen. And it's also allowing the body to release waste products. So each microsecond, the body's going through metabolic processes and there's stuff that's being released. Well, your body has the ability to release everything that's no longer serving you. The body's wisdom already knows how to do that. To the degree that you allow it or assist it, it can do that to a much, much higher level. So especially in this moment in time where we're going through such a massive, massive awakening and transmutation and leaving behind of the old paradigm and stuff kind of just dissolving and falling away or falling apart, it is essential to have really useful tools to tune into to assist that process of release. So if you have felt these really powerful energies coming through, either as profound inspiration, renewal, opportunities, like amazing things being created, or very likely or as all kinds of stuff falling apart, or devastating quote unquote loss, or oh my God, I don't even know what to do anymore. Nothing's working for me. I'm at my wit's end, and like to the extreme, or like in every area of your life. That is what's happening right now. We're moving forward into such a high frequency of love and expansion and honoring the self and living fully and freely, that anything that's not aligned with that, anything that's a lower frequency of fear or separation or anger or things we haven't completed, is not moving forward into this new space. And you can see how that kind of be like a conditional joy, because it's like, yeah, I'm joyful as long as I don't butt up against any of these energies. It's a true completion that's happening right now. We have been leading up to this for decades, at least consciously aware of like, whoa, there's this new age of reality coming in. And now is the moment. Now is when we are anchored in it completely and fully, and actually to move forward, even in one breath, let alone a day or a week, will require us to release these old energies, because it's going to be like hitting a wall and everything is painful or confusing or despairing or falling apart or like just not working. So I want to honor any of the challenges that you've been going through with that. For myself, and I just want to say hi to some of the people joining live. Hello, Randy and Joanne and Jenny. Joanne says, I'm really looking forward to this topic. Well, this is going to be really, really powerful, and I am over the moon about sharing this. Evalie from South Africa, very excited. Grace from Seattle. Anna from Rhode Island. I went to college in Rhode Island, lived there for a few years, and loved it. I'm excited to finally catch a live. I love your work. It's been so inspiring. I can't wait to learn more about the breath work. Yay! And I do have like more of a profound program that I have created that we're announcing it. I don't have the link yet, but it'll be a transmutive breath program that we're going to be doing. It's one of the most powerful things I've come across. So I'm super excited to share that today and to go deeper with that at the end of the month. Jenny from Wisconsin. Hello, Allie. Catherine from Newcastle in England. That's awesome. We were just talking about England this morning. Sue Anxious from Florida. Okay, we're going to transmute anxiety. We will do a lot of breath work today, and we will definitely be transmuting those energies. Elaine from Half Moon Bay, BC, Canada. Jessica from Georgia. I used to live in Georgia as well. All right, another person from England. Hello. Okay. Rebecca, I'm glad to catch you live. Gosport, England. We get a lot of people from England. Bayari and Dima from Montreal. Okay, so, and welcome to everyone who's listening to the recording as well. I'm always, I know I want to appreciate that there are lots more people who are joining us than who are here live. Okay, with the breath, even like when we do yoga, we're moving the body in certain postures to allow a different shape of our container for the breath to move through. So the breath is kind of getting into those nooks and crannies that, you know, as we open, our breath moves differently. Our body moves differently. Our body receives differently. Not only the breath, but also oxygen, nutrients, and then releases very differently when we do different postures or different breathing, and can really get to those kind of hard to reach areas or any areas that have been stagnant so that the breath can release, so that the energy can release and we're no longer carrying it. Most of the energies we carry are subconscious. So just know whatever level of challenge you're having right now, it's okay. It is a sign of energies that want to move, and you're here. Here you are accessing exactly what's needed to allow that to happen. So hallelujah, this energy wants to move so that I can be free. I can receive more, because we can't receive more until we empty more out. And here we are. I know exactly what to do, and this is very, very powerful. So I did lead my team through a really beautiful exercise yesterday, similar to what we're going to do today. And we decided after, like, whoa, let's share this part of our team meeting, and have people do this exercise, because it was so powerful for all of us. And I spoke a lot more in depth about the energies and what's shifting right now and what that invitation is. And I emailed that out. I think we sent that yesterday. Just stay tuned. Be sure you're subscribed at drkimd.com, and you'll receive that video that I shared. Okay, so I want you to feel into, especially if you've done the tapping summit lately and you're tapping, so much energy comes up. Transmuting that energy with the breath is so useful, to just have your body moment to moment to moment be a transmuter, clear and cleanse, release and be free. For me, over the last, especially the last 6 months, I have really looked for what is a great way to move energy the fastest, to really assist other people and for myself, to get rid of all this old residual stuff that I'm kind of working through or dealing with, and really get into the deep places with relationships, family, patterns, things with body, old belief systems. So we're going to, especially in the program, the Transmutive Breath program, really go into the mental, emotional, and physical bodies, as well as the energy bodies. So there's sort of these 4 different ways we express. We're physical beings, that's one. We have the mental, emotional, where we're like the thoughts, ideas, beliefs, identities, how I think, my perspectives, sort of the frequency we're on with our thoughts and beliefs. The emotional, which is mega linked to our energy body. Not just how am I feeling in this 10 seconds, but energies that I've kind of suppressed in there that maybe could get triggered, or you know, they'll come up in different ways. They're still there, but I'm like, hey, I feel fine right now. I'm totally happy. I don't have any anger. But then something happens and it's like, that anger is already there. So the emotional body, clearing and cleansing through the emotional body, all the stuff you're carrying that maybe is cyclically clearing, coming up again and again, or getting triggered because you're not really reaching it. So to release that. And then the energy body, which is sort of the template for our physical expression and how we feel emotionally and how we think mentally. So we will be doing a much deeper clearing through these 4 bodies. But I want to give a sort of taste here and introduce you to what I've been doing. So in the last several months, I've been tuning into different breath workers and breathing techniques and pranayama, as it's called in yoga, to really discover what is the best way to activate healing? What is the best way to light up the body and bring in new light? Now, there are energies, frequencies available right now on the planet because of astrological alignment, speeding up of the Earth's frequency, the Schumann frequency, and many other factors that are allowing us to access much higher frequencies. And what does that mean? So for example, if you breathe in and feel the space of, I love and accept myself fully, you will feel on some level, you're able to ground that more fully than maybe 10 years ago. Yeah, I love myself. Like, where's the real stuff? Yeah, I love myself. I got to get it done. Yeah, I love myself, but I'm in survival. I got to just, I'll get to that later. And right now it's right here. We can access it right now as never before. You don't have to spend 5 hours meditating. You don't have to go to, a big meditation retreat and learn a new way to do everything. You can access this much more. It's much more available. So I've been looking at how can we allow profound transmutation along that line, in alignment with that, really receiving that prana and that life force and letting it clear and cleanse everything in the body. And I found amazing, amazing breath work and practiced all kinds of different things and finally kind of grounded in the way of doing this. For me, it's most enjoyable and easy and effortless. It honors both the masculine and the feminine. So it's not just, I gotta breathe and I gotta work and I gotta make this happen. For me, that really wasn't so aligned as like a sustainable thing. So I know for me, it's so much more about effortlessness as well as, action. So I have created this way of doing it, and you can do it in a really short time. We're going to do a sample of it today to allow energies to transmute in the body. Okay. I'm just going to read a few more comments. Randy says, I'm so excited for this today. I've been practicing Wim Hof breathing for about a month now, but I've noticed a few hours after I do it, I feel overly stimulated, like I've had too much caffeine. And I'm wondering if it's not a good practice for someone who's recovering from adrenal fatigue, or if it's something that's actually helping my body reset. That was one of the ones I explored very intensely, and I love him. And he's very anchored in the masculine energy, which is why a lot of ultra marathons and elite ultra marathoners, elite athletes, and a lot of men are following his work, and it's beautiful. And this is going to be more fluid in the body, less rigidity. So as far as how you practice it, and it will serve, I do think his work is really, really powerful too, but this will definitely serve all of those aspects, mental, emotional, physical, energetic, in allowing more of a divine healing. So different structure, and for me, it's been much more fluid to practice this way. Angela says, hi from England. Rachel, another England. Hello, England. Maybe we should go to England this summer. We just talked about that this morning, and I was like, I don't know. Rachel says, I had an intense 4 to 5 days where my panic attacks just returned out of the blue. It's because the energies are intensifying. So it's a healing happens cyclically. So we will unwind things, and then you revisit them and you're like, I'm right back where I was before. I already cleared this. What's going on? It's the next layer of it coming up in your cycle. It was really tiring. I feel much more relaxed now, but she said I breathed through it. But I feel much more relaxed, but it left me fearful that it happens again. So in any of the ways that we're still afraid of meeting our pain, we're gonna move through that. So I'm gonna write this, some of these things down. In any of the ways where it's like, oh, I feel good, but I hope that doesn't come back. So my wholeness isn't unconditional. It's there, but it's conditional, because I'm like, I don't want to revisit that other thing. So there's still resistance, and that will keep you in duality. For me, this has been a beautiful practice to, like, it's like having my morning coffee, but for me, it's not stimulating. It's super energizing. So we're going to take in a ton of prana, a ton of light life force into the body for a specific purpose. So let's get going on that, and I'll continue to read some of these. Emily, another hi from England. We would love to have you visit. Oh my God, this is crazy. I don't know what's in England for me, but I imagine it's pretty freaking great. And Rebecca, yes, come to England. Okay, Rachel. Okay, it's happening. I mean, how can we not? All right, so close your eyes, and for the first part, just breathing in through the nose, breathing out through the nose. And I'll have us do our first 3 deep breaths to do a clearing and cleansing breath. So breathing in love and light. And then relax your shoulders, let it go. Letting everything go, known and unknown. And then another big deep breath. Breathing in, healing energy, divine energy. It doesn't need to be a tangible thing. It can just be, I love myself fully. I welcome in this expansion. And then letting go everything in the way of that. Good. And then breathing in to get present. Feel the body. Be here now. I'm here. I honor myself fully. And then exhale. Letting go of the old self. And just breathing and relaxing as you listen to my words. Breathe in through the nose and out through the nose. Let the shoulders relax so that you belly breathe more easily. The belly will expand on the inhale. It'll sink in on the exhale. And we will start just letting whatever is coming up today, fear, anxiety, boredom, depression, oh, I dealt with that. I hope it doesn't come back. Yeah, my joy really isn't unconditional. And then there's a whole sector here who are tuning into this work who are feeling like, I'm so far away from this, I don't even know what you're talking about, but are actually tuning in anyway. So where you feel like, I can't have it, or jealousy or anger, because there's a conclusion that, well, this is just the way it is for me and there's no other way and I'm gonna have to just deal with it. So whatever that is, that frustration, anger, resentment, let yourself transmute that. So take the next several deep breaths, being aware of that. And just noticing it, it's okay, and just breathe. So when you breathe, you still the body, and to be in presence and stillness while you're noticing what you're noticing. Just that alone will begin the transmutation. You could breathe through the nose or the mouth. It doesn't matter. Right now we're going to do in through the nose, out through the nose. That's a more relaxing breath. If that's not available to you, whatever's most comfortable. Okay, so just breathing this way and relax. Good. Shake off anything that you're noticing. And I want you to connect with the highest levels of divine light beyond anything you've ever imagined. That is what is available to us now. So thousands of feet over the top of your head. And this is like a inner energetic yes to a new way, a yes to divine light. I am aligned with divine. I release this kind of lower self of who I thought I was, whatever that is, to align with this higher level. So your higher self, you can think of it that way. Or if there's a particular deity that you connect with and you connect with the light through that image, utilize that. Let that be your connection. Let this light come in as you breathe. And then just breathe it in. Now your breathing is just relaxed, but you are somewhat mindful of the breath. In through the nose, out through the nose. Relax the body. Good. And so relaxing opens up your energy field so that you receive more. Let this light come in through the top of your head. Let it come all the way down through the third eye. And let this light come all the way down through the throat. Your body already knows how to transmute, how to release energy and get on this higher channel of who you really are. So just letting that happen. As you relax, you let everything else release. Let this light come all the way down through your throat, through the neck, into the torso, into the heart. Breathing and relaxing, allow this light to come down through your belly. So the light is here. You're just saying yes and allowing, because you're kind of the one in charge. So you can resist or you can allow. You are not the healer. You just simply open to receive. This is already your natural state. Let this light come all the way down to your third chakra, solar plexus, right underneath the rib cage. And let this light come all the way down below the belly button to the second chakra. Good, and let this light come all the way down to the base, hips, legs, feet. And letting the light pour down from your heart through your shoulders, arms, hands. Good, and let this expand out beyond you. Oh, I love all the little hearts and smiles and faces, whatever's coming up, because even just this alone will release energy in the body. As energy comes up, you feel it. Be willing to feel what you feel. So now breathing in through the nose And now breathing out through the mouth. Now, as you breathe in, we're going to do the breath work. Breathe in all the way to the very tippity top of the breath. And then exhale, let it just relax. As you do the inhales, let it fill through the belly, fill through the chest, fill through the throat, and then feel as if it's filling all the way up into the head. So the breath starts down here, comes up to the chest, and then comes all the way up to the throat, into the neck, into the head with each inhale. So you're using energy. Use your energy and bring the inhale. This is not the totally relaxed breath, but you are relaxing your physical body as you do the breath. So bring it all the way in. Use your diaphragm. Exhale. Let it go. You can make a noise. You can make a sigh. Your body will get warm. So you're going to do 10 breaths like that. To the tippity top. Let it all go through the mouth. So I'll guide you. With each breath, bring in that divine light. Now you're not the light. You're allowing yourself to merge with the light. It's already here. It is your essence. So you don't have to effort this. You just welcome it in. Yes, yes, yes. And then relax. Exhale and let it go. So 10 breaths like that, letting it fill all the way to the maxity, maxity, max, letting light come in through all parts of your being. Let this light expand beyond your body, beyond your town, beyond your planet, beyond all that is. So as you welcome light into your body, this prana, this chi, you welcome this into your body, you radiate it beyond you. And so you can actually allow the intention of that, the infusion of that to the space around you, the people around you. Start with your physical body. Your physical body will receive this. Let your physical body receive this divine light. Tippity top of the out breath, and just relax. Let your etheric, your energy body around you, the space around you, mental, emotional, all these areas receive this divine light, allowing all of these to be on a different channel, different frequency, welcoming the light into the space around you. Let it go. And continuing these first 10 breaths, let this expand beyond you into your life, your work, your car, your house, your family, your relationships, past, present, future, your world, your entire planet, all of your universe. Let it expand beyond you. So inhaling and receive this divine light. Exhaling. The universe is doing the work for me. Okay, so you're going to do those 10 breaths, and then we're going to speed it up. If you have a lot on your belly, be aware of that. You don't need to max yourself out on this, but you can use it later. So you're going to keep that breath going, and you're going to increase the speed. Keep pumping the breath. You're going to do 20 breaths like that, increasing the speed. You might get a little lightheaded. You could do this laying down. Right now we're sitting up, so just take it easy. Have fun with this and let it be light. Let this energize your body. No efforting. If there's efforting, just do it to a like 50% of that energy, but still in the energy of it. And with each inhale, the same. Fill yourself with prana. And the prana you're bringing in is that highest levels of divine light that are available to us now. It's a download. It is repatterning our entire way of being. With each out breath, you effortlessly allow the release of old ways of being. So breathe with a relaxed breath now. Relax the body. The breath is a pump. It can be a pump for prana. It can be a pump for welcoming in energy. You are the one who chooses to allow it and receive it because you are the driver of your life. You are the one who is consciously welcoming in what you want to experience. And so if you want to experience love and light and joy and opportunities and relationship and wealth, the energy frequency has to be aligned with that. Meaning, the frequency of love, of wealth, which is abundance, the frequency of unity, the frequency of allowing and releasing resistance are all a match for those physical experiences. So let the breath be your choice to say yes to that, to receive that, to welcome it in. So you can make this kind of an orgasmic experience. Someone said once, they were at a breath retreat and they said, sounded more like an orgy than like a Zen meditation. But it can be a really beautiful experience in the body. So we're going to start again with where we were, and then we'll put the video together so we we go from there. So welcome back, everyone. I'm sorry we got cut off on the video, but pick back up in the breath. When we do those first 10 breaths where it's more slow and gradual, it's kind of like aerobics. You're warming up the body. So it's a smooth transition into the more vigorous breaths. So we'll pick back up from the, we'll do like 5 of those warm-up breaths, and then we'll move into the more vigorous breath. So inhaling, welcoming in the light, welcoming in the highest frequency that's available, relaxing, letting it go. So breathing this way. Relax, let it all go. And relax, let it go. And then when you're ready to speed up, do that gradually. So there can be movement in the body as you do this, especially if you're sitting up. If you do this when you're laying down, you can play the recording and do it that way. Let the breath do it for you. Let the light that you're bringing in with the breath do it for you. Let your choice, your willingness, and your opening do it for you. The exhales are passive. You just relax, make a noise or not. Let it be exhilarating, let it be energizing, let it be beautiful, let it be an expression of you. So 20 of those total. Speeding and speeding up. Bringing in light to the max in these last few breaths. Let everything go, relax. Hold the breath out at the end. And relaxing completely. Holding the breath out, and now breathlessness. Breathlessness on an exhale. The exhale allows release, 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 release of all the things known and unknown that are not a match for that highest frequency you've welcomed in, that is a match for everything you've been asking for. The universe already knows, so you don't have to visualize necessarily. You don't have to set intentions. Just allow. I release all of this, and I receive my true self. So relaxing and feeling those beautiful exhales when you do this, they're passive, they're effortless. And now holding out the exhale, not with effort. Start breathing in whenever you're ready, but just noticing on that exhale hold, the total release, release, release of everything happening automatically for you. Naturally breathe in whenever you're ready, and then you can briefly hold that inhale, not a max, 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 but just comfortable inhale. With love and appreciation, I am always infinitely resourced with infinite prana, and I can live my life from that space of the infinite resource and let everything express through that. Let everything flow through that. Let everything be derived through that. And then just relax when you're done holding that last breath. Let everything relax. And then just for the next 2 deep breaths, you can keep your eyes closed and just appreciate and feel and notice the frequency you're in. There's a lot of energies that have released. So there's a lot of like tingling or effervescence or lightness. So just taking a moment to notice that and let that percolate. Relaxing the breath and returning in through the nose, out through the nose. Letting the body relax. I think we short-circuited Facebook. Because it is a really, really high frequency. So be aware when you do this, and you can use this again and again, to let it be in the frequency of joy, lightness, self-honoring, and receiving. So it doesn't need to be efforting and work and I gotta do this and I've gotta clear and cleanse. Just let your body receive. Okay, what came up through that breath? I'm again really sorry for when we got a little glitch there and had to restart the live. What came up for you? What did you notice? How are you feeling? And how was it to do the exercise? I'm glad people are having positive results. I don't know if maybe the comments are not coming through yet.
One of the biggest things that's ready to transmute is, because moving from the third density, we're moving into a higher dimension. Emily says, is it normal to feel dizzy? Yes. You want to drink a ton of water. And the more you do this, the less you'll end up having that like lightheaded, dizzy upon standing or being dehydrated. Ivana says, hello, this looks like the pong you breathing. And I feel so relaxed. So you want to do this in a self-honoring way and let it be effortless. There's a lot of things we do that are in effort. When we move from the third density to the fifth density, we are entering a dimension where we receive effortlessly, where we are one with the universe. We're experiencing ourselves from unity instead of from separation. So one of the big things that's transmuting is, well, I can't have that because I'm so anchored in that third dimension. Well, yeah, but that's not for me. Well, yeah, but it can't be easy for me. Well, yeah, but that sounds nice. Who's this fluffy blonde girl? She doesn't understand what I've been through. She doesn't understand the real density that I'm really dealing with, or how this is a real problem. And so your mind will try to lock you into that third density with perspectives like that, or a story like that. I had someone say to me this morning, well, yeah, but you don't understand because I have, it's my DNA. This is just in my DNA. So I just have to deal with this. So I was willing to let this person have that. There's nothing you can say in defense of that. It's really a matter of holding the space of love and compassion to allow that person to awaken beyond it. And we all will, through feeling the pain that comes with it, but it doesn't have to be that easy. If you're consciously aware of that little glitch that can pull you back down, of jealousy, which says, well, they can have it, but I can't. Or the frustration of, how did she do it? I did it wrong. I'm not doing it right. She didn't tell me this, or she didn't tell me that. That thinks you need to understand this versus just jump in and let your body show you. In the fifth density, we already know that we do know. We already know I am in my rightness, and I allow myself to be right about this and to emerge into something higher. So let yourself enter into that as you notice the frustration of it being hard. Bayari says, I felt relief. Dima, tingling, very relaxing. Is this more beneficial than tapping? Most people are ready for this level of transmutation. Tapping is great, and it's fun, and it's easy. And if you keep it light and use it as a way to feed and nurture the body, it is beautiful. You may find this is doing the same thing. And then, it doesn't, it's not like one's better than the other, but you will eventually find that it isn't necessarily to actually go through the points, that emotions are able to rise up anyway. And on the earlier end of the journey, you may really want to have more of a physical experience to let those emotions come up, but this will transmute them, no question. Zabi, let go of some grief that has been holding on. Good. Emily, wow. Tears, so many tears. Good. Let that energy transmute. So when we do this is another thing in the unity consciousness. When we do this within ourselves in one being, we're healing the whole collective. Just like if your hand goes into some great healing process, your whole body benefits. Of course, we used to even see the body in separation, and it's completely cohesively connected in every microsecond. We are as well. So when one person is releasing tears or releasing energy, we're doing this for the collective. Allie, I really felt that energetic shift. I feel vibrant and tingly and alive. Randy, I'm so glad for this version and the space for more gentleness and feminine energy, because other things I've tried felt like so much work. I felt the same way, which is why I kept looking and seeking and receiving from different people's perspectives, what would be the way to structure this. And now I'm getting the chills. Okay, so put a sweater on now because you really heated up the body and released a lot. Drink a lot of water. Dima, when we tap, do we embrace the fear, give it space to be, or do we let it go and invite it to release? We embrace it, because through embracing, the release happens automatically. Your body already knows how to release, how to transmute, and so release. But if I'm trying to release, come on, body, let it go, let it go. It's not the same thing. I embrace all that is. I love myself implicitly, and I invite myself to embrace something higher. Heather, Rachel, Randy, I agree completely. I've struggled too with different versions of breathing. This was great. Kimberly, I was feeling exhausted this morning, and now I'm feeling energized. So I've found for me, and we will all find this as we more and more anchor into neutrality consciousness, into fifth dimension, the exercises that feed and fuel the body will be very different from the ones we did in 3D, where it's like, let me go out and physically, you know, climb the mountain or do an hour and a half of hot yoga to move energy. We can actually move it really, really quickly. So you do this 10 minutes and you allow a really powerful transmutation that is like, whew, there I am for the week, let alone the day. And then any movement you do is pure joy, is fluid. It's not that little edge of it that it's like, so I can work stuff out. I got to work this out of my body. I got to work it out. You're worked out. And then movement is for joy and for embracing more light. Kimberly, okay. Melanie, hello. Right before you said, went to get a heated cup of water. Okay, great. And hello, Amy, my beautiful friend. Again, I'm sorry about that little glitch. We'll paste that together so we have a cohesive video for those who listen later. I'm at drkimd.com, and we will send out the link for the full course that I'll be doing on this. It's not an extensive, certification kind of thing. It's a transmutive breath course. You'll actually be receiving a session with me where I'll bring you through the transmutation physically, mentally, emotionally, and energetically, and letting your breath clear at those levels, and then to do the sort of transmutive breath at the end, which is really, really powerful to kind of cap it off and allow all those decades and decades and decades of energy to release. I've been looking for a way to work with more people, sort of how I do my work, working with people privately, and it's a one-to-one, but this is a lot more similar to what I do in the private session that really releases at all of those levels, physically, mentally, emotionally, energetically, and helps you get into all those hard to reach places. So I'm super excited to be bringing this to more people because I know more and more people have been asking for this. Okay, Ian says it can be easy and fun. Krista, you're beautiful. Dr. Kim Duramo, you're beautiful too, sweet girl. Thank you so much. This is also great to bring in the prana, lights up your body. Those who have practiced breatharianism, and this is where we're all really moving, source themselves primarily through prana in pure form, meaning through the breath, instead of primarily through prana in physical form, like through food and, drink and things like that. So prana comes into the plants and into the animals. If you eat animals, it comes into the food and it's infused in there. The food holds it. And then we ingest it into the body, and your body opens that and accesses the pure life force energy. It is not as efficient as breathing in prana. It's very, very, very powerful. It's like having multiple of, bowls of really fresh organic veggies in super concentrated form. So, and it's free. So I would recommend this very, very strongly to do on a daily basis. And I'll give you that kind of practice in the course that we do. But just in basic, for those of you listening here, we did 10 of the sort of warm-up breaths. In through the nose, out through the nose. You were maxing out the breath. And then you did, you can do 20 or 30 of the sort of pumping, faster breaths. And then we exhale and hold it out, not forcefully, just gently. Witness that space of effervescence. And then when you do relax to inhale, you can kind of hold in, even if it's just a few seconds, and just witnessing that space of receiving. Then you just relax and breathe normally before you complete. I love that Judy says, I suddenly want to break into Frozen. Let it go. Melanie, for a while now, it's become a habit for me to do this first thing in the morning and do some stretching. I do not want to go about my day anymore without doing this. That's what I found as well. It's like when people have their morning coffee and you know that you have or have not had your coffee, and it's like the defining moment. Like, no, I haven't had my coffee yet. It's the same thing. You'll become more and more filled with vibrance from this, and so you just naturally want to do it every day. It's entirely changed the way in which I feel about my whole day. Thank you so much for this new input. I'm going to integrate this in my every morning routine. Yay! All right, everyone, we will share the link soon. If you're subscribed at drkimd.com, you will for sure get the invitation to the deeper course that we're going to do on this. Just know it's if it resonates with you, I welcome you to join, and I'll be super excited to have you. Hello, Kimberly. You're welcome. And we'll be here live every week on Mind Body TV, Wednesdays at 11 Mountain. We do have the retreat coming up in June. I am really excited about what's being created there and the sort of the frequency of what we're actually doing, where it will be in the mountains in Purgatory, which is really close to where I live. And I think it's kind of fascinating that we're moving into this integration of neutrality, which is abundance and unity consciousness, in a place called Purgatory, which is perfect because we are truly embracing duality fully. So you're all invited to join me there. That's at drkimd.com/retreat, if that resonates with you. If there are any questions about any of this, we look forward to hearing from you. We have, my team is available to answer questions in the Mind Body community. And if you need to email us, support@drkimd.com. And I will see you next week. Yes. Oh, and Joanne says, do this before or after meditation. Feel it out for yourself. I love to do it. Like I'll do a little meditation before just to get present in my body, and then I'll do this, but then you're already really meditative after. So feel what kind of mix feels for you. This is a meditation in and of itself. So if you do a little mini meditation on the front end of body, I honor and appreciate everything that's going on for you today, and spend 10 minutes just breathing and presencing. That's beautiful. I do that a lot. And then I'll kind of go into the breath work to transmute all the energies. Catherine, you're welcome. Evalie, thank you so much. Loved this and love what you do for us all. Okay, beautiful. Lots of love, everyone. I'll see you next week. Bye.